The Mandalorian, maybe. How about some more Stranger Things? How about some Steam Machine Troubles? A Switch 2 in review. And then Spider-Man Noir. All that. But let's do this.
With Moose and
Oh, no, wait. Let's do it like this. This Game God, what are you doing? You're supposed to. You're
pressing the wrong buttons.
You're supposed to get this thing rolling with the right. Yeah, you're pressing the wrong button, but it's my hand. I got you. Actually, so we're gonna play this new intro here, and I'm not sure why it didn't just repeat automatically. So, Game God, give me some tantalizing songs of despair here.
Of your, give me some songs of your. Let me pull out the banjo, the little ukulele, whatever.
I really wanted to get this right. But for whatever reason, it just did not want to.
Listen, when you pay me minimum wage, you get minimum wage work. I'm just telling you. You know, it's like,
all right, let's see if this does it. Ready? No, that's not it. All right, here we go. Ready? All right, here we go.
welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi. We have the power! With Moose and Game God. Podcast for Sci-Fi starts now!
All right, that's what you get right there. Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi, episode number 503. Game God was supposed to be all over that. He was supposed to be making sure that everything was on point, and I apologize to every single audience audience members who were listening to that. So,
listen, so 504 is going to have the lights to go with that, by the way.
I really don't know. I apologize. That should have just started right up from the beginning. It did not. That's okay. We're going to keep on rolling through it. So welcome, everybody. Let's I don't even know where to start after an intro like that. It's so terrible. I wanted to redo. Can I get a redo?
Do it. Throw the flag.
No, we don't want to
get the replay.
The replay.
So yeah, we got Rob in the room. So we
Rob in the room already. Nice.
So we meet again.
Rob, let's see. Let me go back over to the chat here. There he is. Happy birthday, Rob.
Yeah. Birthday boy.
Man.
I heard rumors that there's possibly some other alternative versions of the intro. Something about stay a while, stay forever, or something like that.
No, that's an outro. That's an outro.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Hey, let me see if I get that right. I'm gonna make sure I press the button for that one.
I don't know if it's not ready yet. It's not really. It's not formed.
Okay. I'm excited.
It's getting there. You know.
Hey, you know what? I think just because I think you should play that intro one more time. Go ahead. Can you press that button one more time?
One more time.
Yeah, do it one more time.
It's a short intro, right?
That's all right. Right. Go ahead.
Rewind. It's not very long.
Yeah,
all right. Let's see if this works. Are you ready? Let's see. Make sure your editing skills are good. Here we go.
Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi. We have the power! With Moose and Game God. Podcast for Sci-Fi starts now!
That's it. Crank your beats. Crank up your radio for that one, yeah.
All we need is the laser lights in the back to come. Yeah. Oh man, that's an intro right there. Gets us started right there. So,
there we go.
So where do we start? You know what? I'm gonna go with something small and quick.
All right, I love it. Give it to me.
So we've been talking the last couple episodes about Netflix buying the Warner Brothers, the WB stuff, and Paramount getting in the way. But Paramount is not letting this go. Do you know that Paramount added what they call a ticking fee to the deal? So basically, I'm just gonna give you the nuts and bolts of it really quick. They still have the 108.4 billion all cash to give to WB for their stuff.
Yeah.
They said that they're also going to tack on a 25 cents per share, which comes out to 650 million additional every quarter that the deal hasn't closed by the end of December 31st, 2026. They're just throwing all kinds of money at this deal. At this point, I'm like, what is going on? Like, what do we not know that they want this so badly?
That's a good question.
I mean, they even threw in there, say, hey, we'll even pay the 2.8 billion termination fee that you will owe Netflix because you promised to buy it or allow them to buy it. We'll pay that too, so that way we can get everything we need. They're paying everything. There's something here. There's something here, Moose. Paramount might be onto something.
Yeah, they see a light at the end of that tunnel for sure. Otherwise, they would not invest so much and so heavily into this one product. But you know what? If they do, good for them. I wish them the best. I think Netflix is I think they're ridiculous not to take the deal, by the way.
Yeah, listen, all cash. No shares, no later on deals. This is cash money. Cash is king. It's crazy.
I got something for you. How about this? How about Nicolas Cage in the news making the rounds today? He's
still acting?
Well, no, he's doing a little voice work. He did some voice work. But he's also, let's talk about his Spiderman Noir performance.
Oh.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, let's do that.
So Nicolas Cage revealed that his approach to the live-action Spider-Verse spinoff, I don't know if you know about this, Spider Noir, he sees the character as 70% Bogart and 30% Bugs Bunny. Giving a colorful, old-school twist to this animated superhero genre mashup. I'm like, well, first of all, is that really, I mean, is that a good combination? I mean, if that's how he sees it and that's how he's portraying it, okay. But do you see Spider-Man Noir as that?
You know, I don't, first of all. Like, but I've been iffy about this when they announced that Nicolas Cage was involved in all this, and I'm just like, I don't know. And now when I hear what he just said there, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like, so is it meant to be? And just so you know, I think it's the same source you have there. They also said that he won't be known as a Spider-Man. He's going to be known as the Spider.
Yeah, of course. It's kind of like the Batman. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not a fan of the noir or the black and white like type films and stuff like that.
I'm not a huge fan of that.
And are they trying to make a borderline comedy / silent film / like, I don't know. I think this is going to be Charlie Chaplin film.
Yeah, asking the chat room what platform does it come out on. I'm not too sure.
It's Prime. It's Prime.
Is it Prime? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't
coming
sure.
out on Prime. Produced by Sony, coming out on Prime.
One of the things I do know is that I mean it's got, I'm sure it has some following somewhere, but at the same time, it's not Spider-Man. You can call it the Spider, kind of like the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's going to be as good. And of course, you're going to get Nicolas Cage at some point in time kind of talking through it. But didn't he do the voice in the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse?
I think he did. I think he did. Yes, I think he did. But that's different, though. That's animated,
it is
right?
Different.
I don't know how I feel about a movie that's
over to live action.
That's someone that's doing narration throughout the whole movie. I'm like the voice in your head kind of speaking. I'm like, I don't know if I want that. The other thing is that, is it gonna be? Is he gonna have any of his powers? Is it just gonna be like, I don't know, man. I struggle with these kind of spin-offs / they're trying to do something completely different. It reminds me of, what was that? The Werewolf by Night that the Disney Plus did.
on Disney.
Yeah. Now I heard that was good. I never saw it, so I'm not gonna complain about something I haven't seen.
Is that the one?
I heard it was
the one
really
you're talking about, right? The one that was on Disney.
Yeah. Yep, that's the one that was on Disney. Yeah, and it was black and white, and
it was black and white.
Yeah, but I heard it was really good. So
it was okay. It was okay.
Oh, so you called it
black and white films, period. I'm not against. I just don't know how much weight it has in a superhero type setting.
That's exactly right. Listen, black and white and Twilight Zone all day, every day. I don't want to watch. Yeah, I don't want to watch Twilight Zone in color. right?
Twice on Sundays. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Rob, it's not animated. It's live action. This is
Yeah.
not
Live
animated.
action.
So but like you said, superhero. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
For that we
I
watch
mean,
Wonder
did
Man.
it work for like Frank Miller? What did he have? He did
Oh,
some
Sin
other stuff.
City.
Sin City, right? Yeah.
Sin
I
City.
don't.
But
Did it work for that? I mean, there's a
I wasn't a fan of
following.
it.
There's a following, but it's not my cup of tea, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. There was I so Rob, we're not up to date on the Wonder Man, but I didn't know there was a black and white episode on Wonder Man. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I did hear that Wonder Man is getting some good reviews too. So might catch that while I'm on the beach somewhere in Acapulco.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, good for you. Yeah, we won't be podcasting next week because you can't. I heard that you're afraid of buying a travel kit to podcast.
Here we go.
Is that right?
It's a no. It's not in the budget. The AC unit here at the studio is not working well, so I'm gonna have to put that into the budget.
Oh, I see. Do you need me to sell you some money or what's going on?
Yeah, can you?
I can.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be ready to podcast next week?
If you sell me the right amount,
you gotta be ready.
Yeah. Now you know what? I think I have to go back on that one. I can't.
Oh,
I can't do that. Vacation. I vacation. Listen, I might pop up on the live stream there, depending on where I'm at. So you never know. You never know.
Well, let's move on. How about speaking of never knowing? Did you ever know that Steam Machine has troubles? Did you know that?
Well, first of all, do you know about the Steam Machine, Moose?
I don't. So I want you to tell me all about it.
So we both have Steam Decks, right?
Yeah.
And I know you are indifferent about yours. You don't really. I think it's holding up some bookshelf or something like
there or over here. I don't know which one.
Yeah, it's somewhere just doing something that's not supposed to be doing. Yes, exactly. So I do like mine. I'll be taking mine on my vacation as well. But Valve is coming out. They announced back in November what's called the Steam Machine, and essentially, in a nutshell, it is a tiny living room PC disguised as a console. Right. So it's the size of a 6-inch cube. A black. It looks like it almost looks like the cube, the Amazon cubes that we have for that.
Yeah, for the Fire Stick cube.
Yeah, it looks like that. Here's a couple of quick things about it that's cool. It runs Steam OS. Steam OS is the future. I just want you to know that. It is showing up. It's on Xbox. It's showing up on a lot of places. Okay. Because it runs all the kind. I think it runs on Linux too. Steam OS is Linux. Anyway, so
Linux is a solid program. Yeah.
Yeah, so the system itself, HDMI ports, display ports, I can get in all the techie stuff. What you need to know is that it is running on 16 gigs of RAM. It has expandable SSD drives. So this is what consoles I believe are going to turn into, because the Steam will support all games on all platforms.
Right. I think that's the future of gaming. Yeah.
Yep. So why did I bring it up? Well, it was supposed to come out first quarter of 2026, January, February, March, right? But apparently, because of AI database centers, the RAMs are coming hard to come by, and the prices of RAM is skyrocketing, right?
Right.
Which means that the price point that they're trying to hit is not going to happen. So they're trying to land the Xbox, PlayStation 5 price point, $400 to $600. But because of the price of RAM now, it's inflating the price of this system to almost $1,100. So
that's a big ask, particularly for a game system. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but what if it's a game system that plays everything? You don't need to have a Nintendo.
For how long?
Well, I mean, listen, it's on the deck. The Steam Deck does that. You can play. I mean, you can't play Nintendo games, but you can play PlayStation, Xbox games, right? So, but they're
not very well, but yeah.
No, come on now.
Come on. You're not playing SimCity on that Steam Deck. I mean, it's just very. Actually, you go back to Apex and you're like, no, you're not playing Apex on the Steam Deck.
You can play Apex on there.
You can. It's not very well. Kind of like playing on your phone.
No, it's not that bad.
It's not big enough. Come on.
Okay, that's different. But you know what? You want a smaller screen when you're competitive, so you don't have to move the reticle so far on the screen. You want it small.
Yeah.
So now what they're basically saying is that we're not going to make the first quarter release. We're going to make the first half of the year. But I don't think that's going to even happen either because
Mm,
what's going to change in 3 more months? If
yeah.
RAM is hard to find out. So
It's going to get more
do
expensive. As a matter of fact, I think that a lot of these data centers that are putting together, a lot of these companies are putting together these data centers for AI. I mean, they're chewing through lots of stuff because they want faster and faster AI, and they need the memory. They need the memory for it. Now, I'm not saying that your little 16 gigs is really what they're using, but maybe they are, and maybe they need it for the machines. And so, you can run your own AI sandbox with like a Raspberry Pi. It's just not very fast. And the reason it's not very fast because it doesn't have a lot of RAM. Did I lose Game God?
Yep. Yep. You're absolutely right. No, I'm still
Okay.
here. You hear me?
Okay. Yeah, you just really delayed. I think you using the McDonald's internet at this point.
Yeah, I saw
Uh,
that.
yeah. So, and that's the problem. And it's going to get more expensive and use up more juice because everybody's using AI. You saw in the super boring bowl that that they were just AI commercials and everything. I mean, it was all over the
That's
place.
hilarious. Yeah, it definitely is. AI is the future. It reminds me of when batteries. Remember when there was a battery crunch for like
Yeah.
cell phone batteries? It's the same thing. So you're right, Moose. You might have to just go all in now, and hopefully you can reduce the price later because it's. I don't see it going down, especially with AI getting more and more. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't tell what's real anymore on the internet.
Yeah. What do you think about some of the AI generated commercials? The one that had like all 80s sitcoms in it
What was that?
for the
Was that the
one.
Dunkin' commercial?
I think so. But it was kind of ridiculous though, wasn't it? Did I
Here's
lose
the
you
deal. Do
again?
you get mad? No, I'm still here.
Okay.
Do you get
Okay.
mad? Do you get mad that they're using AI, or would you
No, 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 no,
prefer
no. I
that?
don't get mad that they're using AI. I'm like it was such a hodgepodge that it didn't make much sense.
Well, that's
Like
funny because that's AI. If you don't run AI correctly, you get
yeah,
hodgepodge. You get all
yeah,
kind like you get
exactly.
6 fingers and 12 toes, right? So
Hey,
you
remember
got you
those
got to
days?
clean it up.
They don't
Yeah,
have that
yeah.
anymore.
Hey,
It's not a problem.
hey, something's wrong with that.
Oh,
It looks. Rob says he's not a fan of it, but I'm telling you, fan or not, that's the future.
yeah, it
That
is.
is the future.
You got to
It,
use it as
it
a tool. You got to use it as a tool. But all right,
correct. Don't use it as the only thing. Use it as a
yeah,
tool. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it as long as it's used as a tool, not as a replacement.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, well, speaking of replacement, we have Mandalorian was also in a commercial that had nothing to do with replacement, by the way. It was in the commercial of the super boring as well, and Mandalorian and Grogu riding in some, I don't know, some sleigh with two tauntauns carrying it. Um, did it make any sense to
I'm
you, or
worried, Moose.
well, yeah. What do
I'm
you think that
worried,
was part of
Moose.
the movie, or that just didn't make sense? It was just kind of like we're just going to put something in there.
I think they don't know what to do. To be quite honest with you, I think that I've read a lot of things where that that this just proves that the Mandalorian Grogu movie is just Mandalorian season 4, and that's scary, right? It's
Yeah,
waste of commercial time. Absolutely, I agree. Waste of money. How much money
waste
they
of
spent
money.
to put that commercial?
That
You
didn't make
know,
any sense.
are you bragging that you have this much money to waste? So that's the other piece. But yeah, I get it. It's a spoof on a different commercial.
I
Yeah,
guess
but do we need that? I don't
no,
know
we
if we
don't need
need
that.
that.
Yeah.
And so I've said it. I've said it now a couple of times. I'm gonna say it again, Moose. I'm worried about that movie. I don't
Okay.
think it's gonna be what we think it's gonna be. It's gonna. I don't want to say it's gonna tank. It's gonna bomb. It's not. I'm not saying any of that. But it's not gonna be what we expected from the Mandalorian seasons. It's gonna be something like this is a waste. I'm telling you. This is
Okay.
proof.
Okay. Well, we're gonna find out. We still got a long ways to wait. So we'll see how that shapes out. The commercial just didn't make sense to me. That's all. Hopefully, the movie's much, much,
No.
much better.
Well,
And
I'm
then
gonna tell you what's not a long ways away. I'm gonna tell you
what?
what's not long ways away. so Stranger Things just ended. Right?
Yes.
We finished Stranger Things. I don't know if every one of us saw it, but Stranger Things ended. And so there is already a prequel that's on Broadway that's going to come to Netflix, and there is an animated series that's going to fill some holes in between season 2 and 3 of the show. The question I have for you, Moose, is it even worth it at this point?
No, I don't think it is. I think it's a waste of money. Don't you?
You know, well, so a lot of people complained about season 5, the way they talked about Vecna and his past and how he came to be, and it just came out of left field. Like, well, wait a minute, where was all this at? So the prequel is going to be about Vecna, aka Henry Cree or whatever, as a kid. And fun fact here, he went to school with Hopper and Joyce.
See, here we go.
So
here we go. Yeah, connecting all the dots. Everything has to connect.
All together, man. You got all. Yeah. So he went to school. So it's going to explore how he got his powers, because in the final season, they give some flashbacks of his bad memories, and it's it kind of shows how he got it and stuff like. So they're going to lead all the way up to that. So here's where I stand with it, Moose. I don't have a problem with it.
Never started watching Stranger Things. Is it worth watching? I think the first
I think it is.
The first 2 episodes, seasons are really, like, the first one's really good. The second one's good. And then it kind of, the other ones are okay.
Skip the third one. Skip the third season.
No, it's just the other ones are okay. I just think that if you go back to the original and you watch that, you're gonna get a real good taste of some really cool classic storytelling, and that's what I like.
Moose, you're absolutely spot on. Season 1, 2, gotta watch. It'll reel you in. Season 3, skip. Watch the recap on the beginning of season 4 about season 3. You won't miss anything. It'll give you all the important parts. Season 4 wasn't bad. Season 5, stick through the first 2 or 3 episodes because they're slow movers. The second half of season 5 will be fine, and then only watch the first hour of the last show. That's 2 hours. Only watch the first hour. So I've given you the roadmap.
Those are the cliff notes, as they so to speak, back in the day.
Well, so I'll tell you, Moose, I don't have a problem watching the prequel because I want to see if it's done.
I don't really care about the prequel,
like a season 1. But if it's done like season 1 and season 2, like I don't mind watching it. Right?
It's not going to be. It's going to be done like season 5.
Man, so positive on this. I hear you.
And then you're going to put something on Broadway. And then try to adapt that, like we're gonna bring it to the screen. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not a fan of taking Broadway into the big screen. Like it doesn't, like, you lose stuff there because you got to add stuff. You got to take stuff away. The Broadway shows are usually like 3-4 hours, and you got to change them and stuff like that. But the animated series, I might watch it because it reminds me of remember when Ghostbusters the movie came out? Ghostbusters 1, 2, and you had the real Ghostbusters animated cartoon on Saturday mornings.
Right.
It can be something like that. Like, and that was good. That was good, right? I mean, you like the animated cartoons from Saturday morning.
Not so bad. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a horrible thing to do, but I just don't understand, like, the prequel, and like, you don't have that much. I don't think there's that much to tell more about Stranger Things. That's just my opinion.
And there's plenty of money to make off of Stranger. What are you talking about? They got the Netflix world place where they have the the building that we were talking about where there's a Stranger Things. And, Halloween Horror Nights is going to have it for another 12 years. 12 years worth of Stranger Things on Halloween Horror Nights. It's going to be around for a while. But you're right, Boost. There's not much you can tell from the actual show itself. Yeah. The prequel should have came out before season 5. Right, the animated season should have came in while we were waiting 6 years between seasons.
Yeah, I mean, it's been years now.
I mean, we watched these kids grow up 10 years in real life and age only 2 in the show. So it's like, but yeah, that's out there. It's coming. Don't when you see it, don't act surprised. It's coming.
All right, I won't. Surprise though, Switch 2 year in review. What do you think? What are they saying as far as the Switch 2 and its longevity so far? What's the word on the street? I lost Game God. He'll come back to us. He's going to tell us all
More
about the
cons
Switch
than
2.
pros.
There he is.
Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm here. There's more cons than pros on the Switch 2. That's what it comes down to. You know, the Switch 2 came out. Everybody was complaining about the Switch 1. They wanted a newer version, a pro version. So they gave him that. They gave him the Switch 2 is a pro version of the Switch 1. So, but what you don't know is that the battery life on the Switch 2 is abysmal. You barely can get 2 hours. You used to get 6. Oh my goodness, man! This McDonald's is busy today. This internet is something else.
Everybody's coming through getting their Wi-Fi today.
I'm telling you. So 2-hour battery life on the Switch 2. You know, they went backwards on the screen. They went back to an LCD screen instead of the OLED. So they skimped out on that. You know, when you look at from what you pay for, I didn't know this, that there's third-party game developers don't know how to make the physical copies of the game. So they make something called a game key card. So it's like, what? Like, I need a key card to be able to play a game? Like,
oh man, that reminds me back in the day when you had jumpers you'd make on your computer to play.
Oh my goodness!
But it was but it was it was the copyright. Like you know, it's really funny. Anyway,
it's like on PC you had the key code. You couldn't you could upload the game, but you got to put the key code.
Remember that? Yep. The keys, man. I remember. Now this is taking it way back here. Game God, ready? Here we go. I remember when there was a product called you know how we have the internet today. There was a product called Quantum Link, and so you would have these product codes or these Q codes, and they would just be long digits like a product key, like Windows used to type in the product key. And you could go through all these things, and they were always on bulletin board systems. Those are BBSs, by the way. There was always, you know, someone putting out, you know, going, hey, does anybody have any product keys for Quantum Link, or you know, to get so you can have, you know, a free version, or Windows. They did the same thing for forever with Windows, you know, or Office. When Office, you had to have these product keys, and I think I still have a couple of them boxed, unopened.
I know you have. I know you have.
I know I do. I really do. And that still have like product keys on them, but that's not the case anymore. They don't do that anymore.
It's funny. I had to look it up because I'm like, man, he's taking me back.
Yeah.
This is 1980 online service for the Commodore 64.
That's right. As well. Quantum Link, dude. I got it. I got it.
Hey, it evolved into AOL.
Right.
So and I mean, listen, that's pretty awesome. That first of all that you remembered it.
I'm an OG. I am an OG. You can't get any more OG than me. That's going to be my new song. You can't get any more OG than me. I'm going to write that down. That's actually going to be
write that down. Send a letter to yourself with it so it's copyrighted.
Copyright it. Yeah. Hey, I actually want to talk about something that leads us to modern day PCs and gaming systems, and that is the way that we search. We have a search engine today. Now I don't know if you know this, but ChatGPT has something called Atlas, and it kind of it's a search engine, so it's like Safari or Chrome. It's like a Chrome base, I think, is what a lot of these are anyway. But what they do instead of using like Edge or Safari, there's going to be your operating system for your computer is going to be the way that you search things. It's just going to be built in. There won't be any Chrome. There won't be any Safari. You're just going to talk to the operating system on your computer going, what is blah, 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 blah? And it's going to access AI. All of it's going to have AI, and that's how it's going to search the web. We won't have what we have currently to search the web. It won't be the same thing. It's going to be built in to all of your operating systems. Think about that for a minute.
Oh my goodness.
Microsoft has
they have Gemini, don't they?
Gemini? No, that's Chrome.
Gemini is Chrome.
Chrome.
Microsoft is Copilot. Yes.
Right. Apple is doing theirs. They're getting ready to release one.
AI Apple Intelligence. Is that what it is?
They're going to have one. I think they partnered with like it's not Gemini. I think it's I forgot. But you have Chat GPT. You got to do all these other ones, Claude, and oh my goodness, there's a dime a dozen, right?
I'm looking at it now. I'm like, ooh, ChatGPT Atlas.
yeah, that's really good. It's really good, but it incorporates. So if you're looking at a website, you can say, oh, hey, what exactly? Can you summarize this for me, this page? And it'll just summarize it and give you the bullet points versus you reading the whole thing. But what it is if you use a computer now, it is going to be built into your operating system, and you're not going to have a web browser anymore. That's just the way of the future. That's the future. Yeah, it's scary, but it's super cool too. I think it's great.
So does this take us now to like monopolizing like browsers? Like, I mean, like I feel like you're now going to get pushed into a corner that you don't have a choice.
Yes, you won't have a choice, but you do have a choice. But then you're going to be sandboxed in using that whatever operating system you use. So I use a ton of my stuff is Apple. I just don't have a lot of PC stuff. So guess what? It's going to be Apple, and then whatever they choose to use and whatever their backbone is for their AI, that's what it's going to be.
I could tell you, Moose, you are all in on this AI. I could tell you that for a fact. You are like, as a matter of fact, I think this is AI I'm talking to. Just to be honest,
it is AI. This is not me. This is a computer generated copy of me for the podcast.
Yeah, you got a script running
right now. I am sleeping and I'm enjoying some great Z's.
You're right. Absolutely. That explains the intro. Oh man.
It's still working out the bugs. You see, if you look closely, I have 6 fingers.
That was quick.
You gotta look.
You gotta look. Pause it. You gotta pause it there. No, it truly is scary, Boost, because it feels like we're taking things that were in separate, metaphorically speaking, separate aisles or separate rows, right?
Yeah.
And now you're just combining them into these like mega packages of things. First was, you had, hey, just Google it, right? Now it's it's not just Google it anymore. Yeah, it's so. The other piece is how good have they been with filtering out good information with bad information? Because we remember when you asked ChatGPT in the beginning.
This ChatGPT is a pleaser. So if you talk to ChatGPT, it's going to give you what you want. It will rarely say no, and it will just it will straight on just go, yeah, I can do that for you. It can't.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. I'm a deep seek guy. Whoa, what's that?
I don't know. I'm not sure what that one is, but that's probably another version. Just I wonder what the backbone is of DeepSeek then.
Oh yeah, artificial intelligence company.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, go ahead. So I'm looking at this.
Yeah, it's just a matter of So once ChatGPT refines that a little bit and incorporates that into an operating system, I think that it won't be so pleasing. Because I also use Grok. And it's not as pleasing, so it'll tell you straight on, nope, can't do that, next. So it's really interesting to see the differences between the AIs, and there's a balance there. Perplexity, I think, is another one, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, a lot of the moves. You've been holding this close to the chest.
Listen to me. You might think I'm old. I'm really young. I'm super young, and I'm hip. And this is my jam.
This is the AI talking right now.
That's right.
Moose doesn't say that's my jam. That's I
don't say that. He would never say that. I say
it's pleasing. It's pleasing everybody. Yeah, that's what it is. That's funny. Would you want your AI to tell you no, that it can't do it?
Well, that depends. So do you remember the movie? Was it Space Odyssey 2001?
Yeah, 2001. Yeah. How?
Right. How? I can't do that. Remember, Hal would tell him, "Nope, I can't do that." And I forgot the guy's name, but let's call him Bob. I can't do that, Bob. And that's the difference. Is that now your AI is telling you no? It's like, hey, wait a minute, I run you. You don't run me. And that's the difference. Do you want that?
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Dave. I'm sorry, Dave.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Well, it goes back to RoboCop, when they had the directors, the prime directives,
or iRobot, right?
Yep. Yep, iRobot, another one. So when does AI says, you're not the boss of me anymore? Like,
I don't know. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. I might be the first guy to get axed by his robot, because when Tesla finishes their warehouse conversion to build these Optimus robots, I'm gonna buy one, and I'm gonna have it in my house. And so when the first ones roll off, I'm in. I'm getting mine.
Yep.
And then you could just keep an eye on me, and then you go, oh wait, I haven't heard from Moose in about 3 months. That's how you know the robot got me.
They got you.
So,
you know, it's funny is you mentioned Space Odyssey. Space Odyssey is 2001 Space Odyssey for those who haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, I don't know why you're listening to us. You should be watching that. 1968 was that film, right? Here's the scary part. That film, that line that you just said, I'm sorry, Dave, I'm afraid I can't do that, is what they call the nightmare of AI.
Yep.
Right? Where a machine logically overrides human control based on its own programming.
Yep.
Right? And that is the fall of man. Is when that happens. I'm telling you, we laughing about it. They're learning from us
because it's going to happen. I just don't know when, where, and hopefully it doesn't cook me and eat me. So just saying.
But you'll be okay with that, because like, oh man, they actually made a good meal with me.
Yeah, but you know what? My name will be in lights somewhere.
So you'll be on there. Moose.
First
man.
Yeah. First
of his name
with AI.
You'll be in the history books for that, But that's interesting. I think that it always goes back to as technology advances, the troubles that come with it. Skynet, we've been saying
Skynet, baby. Skynet is coming.
It's
coming. Game God,
right.
we can't avoid it. The AI is gonna be here. We gotta accept it. We gotta put it as a tool, a part of our lives. But don't let it take over. Don't let it take over what you do. That's why sometimes you got to put the devices down, get outside, and go touch grass. Hey, everybody, speaking of touching grass, thanks for listening to us and keeping up with this tech stuff. We'll catch you not next week, but the following.
That's it, man.
That's it. Game over.
I was just leaving. Nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert.
You've been listening to Podcast for Sci-Fi with Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike. Nerds have more fun. If it's anything sci-fi, we're talking about it. We had fun, and we hope you did too. We have to split, but we'll be back soon. In the meantime, hit us up at podcast4sci-fi.com. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Come to life.